Off top, Barnum in the building. T. Russell, Cam that dude, Meanie in the building. We just getting started. That's right, it's Off Top. I am one of your co-hosts, Cam. That dude to the left of me is the queen herself, T. Russell. How you doing, T?
If only they knew what we have in store for them today.
Oh, they gonna find out. To the right of me is the dimple bombshell herself, Minnie. How you feeling, Minnie?
I'm feeling good. We got the sex god in the building.
Ooh.
And straight ahead of me is the grilled up genius himself, Farnham. What up, Farnham?
We in the building. We got a crazy show, and I eat ass.
Yes,
Tune
he does.
in.
Yo, but don't go anywhere. On the other side of this track, as Minnie said, we got the sex god himself, Spectacular, in the building. It's Off Top. All right, we have a very special guest in the building.
It's a ladies' man.
Yes.
Ladies,
Very
keep your
much
panties
so.
dry, please.
Come on, come on.
We have Spectacular in the
Sexy
building.
Spray. What
Hey.
it is.
What it do?
Come on.
Oh,
Hey.
Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that?
Do your thing.
What's good? This your boy Spectacular, a.k.a. the Sex God. What's good with you?
Oof.
Oh, the sex god.
Yes, Lord. I earned that.
I'm finna call Bay like right now. Yo, man.
You might not want to call her because it's going to be a
I'm
wrap
not
for
gonna
you.
I'm not gonna call her up here.
Oh, okay. 'Cause I was
The
gonna say,
original,
Ain't enough
Right.
room in here for all that right now.
Gonna go
the
home
original,
Bayless.
the original. I'ma steal your bitches in the building.
Right.
The
Yes,
original.
Lord.
Now that I think about it.
He's the original. How you feeling, sir?
Man, I'm feeling great. I'm feeling blessed. I got my whole team with me, man. I love the energy in the room right now. And I just want to get straight to it, man. I told you I would not talk about, man. I'm talking about my drug money.
He has told us.
I'm just joking.
He's told us not to talk about the drug money. I mean, there goes
just
half my
kidding.
questions for real. Like, I was gonna like, yo, fam, I heard you was pushing weight back in '88.
I can.
Cam, he specifically told you not to mention that his trap house is off of Fowler. Stop.
Yep. Don't talk about it.
Right off of 275, exit 51. Okay? Let's not do that
Oh,
today.
you sound like you've been there a couple times.
We moving
Right.
weight. We moving weight in these streets.
Right.
She's
She
been
used to
everywhere.
this life.
Flex.
She's been everywhere, fam.
First of all,
Everywhere.
you're not gonna say that like that.
Right. You ain't got to say that.
You're not gonna say that like that.
All right, man.
So let's focus on what we're supposed to be focusing on.
Now I'm trying to figure out what y'all had going on.
What you mean what we had going on?
When what happened?
Look, man.
Oh, see, no, we have a love-hate relationship with each other.
I can see
He
that.
loves to fuck with me, and I hate the fact that I can't kill him
So you
simply
say-
because it's
There's-
illegal.
So you can't say the N word, but you can say what you just said.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
Okay,
figure this out.
There's this thing with me and T. We had this one time back in '79. I can't really get into the story.
Whoa.
But wait, 79, no, like, I wasn't even born.
Whoa.
Me and T have been dueling since like motherfucking vampires around this bitch. Like my family hates her family.
Nice,
Ooh,
nice.
it's
That's
like
the best.
Twilight.
It sounds like loving basketball type of situation.
Hell no, fam, because I would never play her for
It's more
love.
like shoot and kill.
I would never play her.
Yeah.
We're
I
just
would
gonna
It
keep it honest.
sounds like y'all got some unfinished business.
The fact that he's alive right now should tell you that.
Yeah.
You hear the song though,
It sounds
right?
like y'all need that Sex God album and y'all need to get locked in the room.
T has
All white.
He has a
padded.
fiance, by the way.
Listen, man.
Before you get him in more trouble than he's already
You know
in.
that don't
T
matter.
doesn't
So
have.
hold on, time out now. You know about the fiance?
That's Bay.
I just joking.
I know.
T doesn't have the tools to kill me, fam.
Oh, I get it.
That's just that.
Okay.
Let's
All right.
run.
End your life.
So who's up
Spec.
first?
Go ahead, T. Set it off.
Spec. First of all, I know you're the sex god. What made you use your body as your stance in the industry? Because a lot of guys do that, but I feel like you figured that out a little bit quicker than usual.
I mean, honestly, it just came like that. I mean, when I did the first video, Grind on Me, like they put me in this pool scene. That was like, that wasn't planned or nothing. And then pretty much once we did the actual scene and the reaction, everybody was like, okay, next video, your shirt off again. It was like on the hotline was next. It was shirt.
And so you just took it and you ran
your
with
body
it.
was next. It was, take your shirt off.
So you don't find any offense to it that when someone refers to you professionally or just anything that they're referring to you in a physical sense, like you are in more so of a sex object than a person, because that's your image right now.
Yeah, I really don't mind, honestly. I mean, I was the guy from Pretty Ricky, the guy with the shirt off. I was him for a while.
Not even a name, just
yeah, I was
Or the
that
light
for a
skin-
while.
the
yeah.
light-skinned guy with his shirt off.
Yeah,
he were
yeah.
light skin like that.
Real talk, he wasn't hating that. He was fucking hoes off of that. Let's be clear.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh my God.
So how many bottles of baby oil every video shoot?
Yeah, I was the baby oil man. You can slip right off my back in the video.
I'm so done.
Nah,
I'm
it was
so-
definitely baby oil everywhere.
Oh
Yes.
my goodness.
And I made sure I made the best use of that baby oil. You know.
along with that voice like that, that's why he's the sex god.
That's why I said off the rip, ladies, keep your panties dry.
Yeah, funny.
That's crazy. Yo, so coming off that spec, so like she said, like they use your body and your image more so than the name at first. So how important in the industry is it to really like set that status that you have, you know, like that image? Like how important is image along with the music? Because some people really don't, they always be complaining like, oh, I know so many talented singers and rappers and they not blowing up, blah, blah, blah. How important is image in the industry?
I definitely think this day and age, like you got to have the total package. You got to have the image. You got to know how to promote and market your own self. You got to build your social media channel so you're not solely dependent on blogs and, you know, websites like that. And really just perfecting your craft, whether it's in the music or whatever makes you different. You got to basically take advantage of that. So I was just talking to somebody yesterday. A model, she has like 1 million on actual Instagram, basically saying that she wants to transition into what she wants to be. And I'm like, listen, you got to get the people what they want to get what you want. So it's the same thing. Like if I got to stay in the gym and make sure my body right to get my fans what she want, that's just what it has to be no matter what.
So let me ask you, what is the biggest glaring difference you've had from being a part of a group to now being a solo artist?
Well, the biggest thing for me is just really doing everything by myself. I took a lot of stuff for granted when you in a group. You know, when you could just go to sleep and you doing the interview. I ain't even you on the phone doing the interview. I'm in the background sleep. Leave me alone. They try to pass me phone. Nah, I'm good. You know, and studio wise, I literally come in there and do my verse and I'm out. I ain't doing no hard work. When I'm working for you, I go do all the work. So once I transitioned more into a solo artist, I really took my craft more serious because I know it was just me now. So it wasn't that I couldn't do it because I helped literally write like all the big songs that we have. So it's not like I couldn't do it. I just chose not to do it because I knew they was going to do it. And I know I can believe in their craft and it was going to be good. So now with me being a solo artist, I took my craft way serious. I went harder. Like if you listen to the verses compared to my old verses, like I'm killing my old verses. Yeah. So I just took it more serious, even with my writers, everything. I'm more hands-on, and the songs are great. You know, Pretty Ricky songs are amazing, and I'm basically just bringing what I did in Pretty Ricky and stepping it up a notch and making it my own. And the whole album is about sex because I feel like, you know, that's what's missing.
Sex sells, right?
It sure does.
Yeah, and it's nobody who has a whole album from front to back with all sex music that you can really just go in the bedroom and just get it popping to. You ain't even got to talk. Just let me do all the talking for you. I'm gonna make it happen, guaranteed.
The light skin keeps sweat.
This man is the musical wingman, apparently.
For real, for real.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, basically, bouncing off of Cam's question, what, for the listeners who don't know, what caused the breakup between Pretty Ricky?
Well, I mean, it was definitely all like, you know, just not communicating, and it was really the main focus of being what would I say? Pretty much the whole situation with Pretty Ricky, or why Pretty Ricky stopped making music and everything. It was really a legal issue. You know, we was fighting with Atlantic Records, going back and forth with them about everything, and it was because of Pleasure wanting to go solo, and it was really communication. It was a money situation. My father was handling everything, and he wasn't doing the right thing as a leader, and pretty much, you know, nobody ain't gonna play by their money, you know, so I don't blame the whole situation, but, you know, that's old news. We all back together, so we reunited, and we came out with a single called, not even a single, really just a release called Puddles, with Pleasure P and Baby Blue Slickum and myself, and we pretty much just put it out. It was #1 in Miami for literally 30 days in a row. They had to retire the record from being #1 because it was just #1 for too long.
Lit.
And, and pretty much the people, like, they really reacted to it. So we put that out, and pretty much I told them that I was interested in doing my own solo thing, and everybody pretty much gave me the blessings and the love to support me, and told me, like, all right, as soon as you finish up with your album, we going to do the Pretty Ricky album together. Nice. So now we got the first single is already recorded for the Pretty Ricky Reunited album, and it's called What That Mouth Do.
Hey.
Oh, what that mouth do?
the fact, because we were talking about it before the show. Stop it.
Right.
Stop it. We were actually talking about it before the show, and Farnham had brought it up, that, because now that you said we can anticipate a Pretty Ricky album in the future,
Mm-hmm.
Farnham had brought it up. He's like, yo, since Pretty Ricky, what
major R&B group
Has there
there
been?
been?
Yeah, it hasn't been anybody, and especially even just what we did, like, and what we do. I would just say what we do, because nobody is making that type of set. People try, a couple artists try, and everybody know who started the whole rapping and the singing on the hook on every single song. Now that's a must in the industry, and we changed the industry. Before, when we came out, it was all crunk music. Everybody wanted to jump up and down.
That's true.
You know,
Trendsetters.
and now it's to the situation where everybody basically want to dab and do all that type of, like, you got to be moving, and now it's going to transition again, and it's going to be the same thing that happened before, and it's going to happen again because it's missing. Nobody's doing it, and that's why it's not happening. So once people see it happening again, they're going to jump on the bandwagon, and they're going to start doing it all over again, because people want to they don't want to get left behind whatever's hot, and that's what Pretty Ricky made. Pretty Ricky made it hot to do what we was doing, and everybody started doing it. You know, it went from guys just singing about, you know, how they can't make it, to neighbors knowing their name, and and they got it from us. You know, shirt off, everything.
Yikes.
baby oil,
Now,
everything.
I'm gonna be honest with you. First and foremost, as a member of Pretty Ricky, I want to say congratulations on the success.
Thank you.
Now, as a kid in high school, I fucking hated you because you broke up you were fucking up my BET 106 and Park. Because I was like, I would be in there like, yeah, Lil Jon got like number 4, and then here comes Pretty Ricky. I'm like, yo, fam, all this, you know.
Grind down me.
I'm like,
Can't be mad.
I'll be dejected and shit. I'm like, man, I don't know the words of the song. And I grew up in Memphis, so you know, like, it's a hard city. You can't really be singing R&B songs. Kept like, what? Now, second thing is,
we made it cool for fellas to really like vibe to some R&B music.
Well, he couldn't do it around his boys. Only with his
yeah,
girl.
you can't really.
No,
you got the football practice.
Let's be real.
Hold on, nah. Come on,
the
now.
football practice. You can't really be.
Nah, fuck that. Let's be real. Because if you riding with a bitch in the car and you put some Pretty Ricky on, you the fucking
time.
man.
Oh, yeah.
You getting some
Depends
next,
on
bro.
the
But after the game Friday night, you can't play Pretty Ricky. Like, let's be. You
But
can't.
you're making it
there's a
seem like
time
you're
and
with your
place for
guys all the
anything,
time.
though. But
Yeah.
But you wouldn't play some hard shit while you fucking in the bedroom for the most part.
Do you know who you talking
depends.
But hold on. Now.
I mean, I would not
But
play
hold
Tony
on.
Yayo while I'm getting brain, bro. I wouldn't. I'm sorry.
But now the game has changed because there's nothing to really transition to. Like, you stuck with what's going on right now. Until this project dropped, then y'all gonna be like, okay, this is what I'm talking about.
Oh, no, don't get me wrong. I'm grown now, so I highly appreciate the music.
Yes, sir.
I highly appreciate.
Facts.
But when I was 16, it's one of those things. Like, from the outset, y'all guys made very mature music. Because when I was
For your
16,
age, it really was.
yeah, for like when I was like.
It was that grown
When I
and
was younger, I was
sexy
like, yo,
that,
I don't like. I really didn't appreciate it like I do now.
But you know it's crazy because a lot of because we came out so young, like we came out super young, and everybody always have a hard time making the transition. So when they're young, it's like hard to take them serious as you try to make that transition. But Pretty Ricky, like we was
Y'all just came in
y'all
stomping
owned
on
that shit. You
motherfuckers.
owned it, bro.
we
you owned it.
we was 16 talking about like grown up stuff because.
They out here
That's why
popping
I-
cherries. Like,
that's
that's the problem.
Right.
That's why our demographic ranged. So like we was literally have mamas to the concert singing our songs with the daughters singing our song. So because we were so
was me.
young, so we took the fan base of a younger demographic, but the older demographic, it was like they can sync with it because it was their style of music. It was good music, and they can relate to it. And but we so young talking about it. That's why they were like, "Yo, you can't give me that CD. What you listening to?"
I will never
And then
forget.
they listen to it.
I will never forget. I seen you guys at Jingle
Ball.
Ball. Yeah.
in New York.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like 15, 16 years old. My mom was singing it, and you came out and
See
nothing
what
but
I'm
the
saying?
towel and was all
And
wet.
close your eyes.
And she had a heart attack.
Your mama said,
She
Yeah.
was like, he can't be coming out here looking like that. Close your eyes. I was like, okay.
And she was looking though.
Yeah, she was okay.
But you're looking though.
Pedophile as fuck.
cool ass.
Yep.
Get your moms. Get your moms.
So the main thing is like I said, we was like around like 18 at the time when it finally took off. So we was really just talking about this, like our life, how we was living. Like I was on the road, like literally, I abused my power, like literally. The mama got it, the daughter got it.
For real.
7-8 girls a night for my whole tour. Like I would go to sleep like I can't do it no more, and then they'll walk in and it goes down.
Ooh.
Let Like, this is such a terrible day.
Right.
You know?
This sounds
Yeah.
so stressful.
To wake up tired because,
Nah, for
we've
real.
been knocking them down left and right.
Nah, for real though. It was like, yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah.
That's what
So
you're
I had to
supposed to do,
I had to
though.
slow down. I had to really slow down. So
As long as you're getting them checkups, okay?
nah, I ain't need none of that because I still was protecting myself. So
Hey.
it wasn't really no problem with
There
me.
you go.
Hey, for real.
So yeah,
Keynotes.
everybody got slaughtered and it was still cool with me.
Now, let me ask you, being 16 when you guys first came out, how did you kind of like deal with it? Like from male listeners, how did y'all deal with like that hardship? Not saying anybody was hating, but how did y'all deal with like the negative comments coming from like guys and shit like that?
Me, I mean, honestly, like I only care about what matters. So
Yeah.
guys never really mattered to me because I know they wasn't buying no CDs or like, we was just really helping them out with getting the girls. But like when I have a concert, my whole like concert is full of females.
Facts.
So it's all females screaming and yelling your ear off. I can't hear my music because they're yelling so loud. So I don't really care about no guys. And then I'm just the type of person, I got a personality that I don't really care what nobody think. I could really just go do something. If you gonna talk, I really be laughing at them. Like they'll say some really funny stuff, and I like comment like, "Yo, that was funny, bro." Because I really don't care. Because at the end of the day, like I'm collecting my checks. Like I'm successful no matter how you try to downplay whatever I did in the past, or
Preach.
you try to downplay anything I'm doing in life. Like you sitting down on your computer commenting while I'm over here making M's. Like and I'm about that bread. So at the end of the day, I ain't got time to even be on the internet and see what you talking
Addressing
about.
this foolishness.
Right.
Yeah, so-
Speaking of which,
So go ahead.
Look at Minnie. Here you go.
I want to know when, where, and how did you, because everyone's with Moola Music. I know you're CEO of Moola Music. How did that all come about? And
Well,
when?
it actually came about with my artist Compton Menace, which is OG Two-Tone off of Straight Outta Compton.
Shout out Menace.
Okay.
Yeah, yep.
the ball.
So Menace pretty much like came to me one day. I moved to Los Angeles and I always go holler at him. Every time I've been friends with him for like 4 or 5 years and just really just vibing with him from time to time. He moved to Miami. I always showed him love. And he sat down with me one time. I went to go talk to him. He was like, "Listen, man." He's like, "I got this whole MSG movement," and he was like, "Yo, let's team up. Let's put this together." And I was like, you know what? Everybody done asked me to really be a label guy or like sign them or, I always like, nah, I'm good. Like, but at the end of the day, I wanted to produce my own project. So I was like, you know what? It makes sense. And I feel like he's a person that needed to pop, like he deserved to pop. Like he got songs with Chris Brown, Kevin Gates, like Wiz Khalifa, Birdman, like Rich Homie Quan. He like
Dope.
everybody
Yeah.
really
Dope.
loved this guy. And I felt like it's something that I can really work with. And I felt like, all right, cool. I'm gonna create the label and we gonna make it work. So really my project is the first project I released, which was my single when we dropped this called She Don't Love You featuring Rich Homie Quan, Tory Lanez, and my artist Compton Menace. And when we dropped it and we went to radio with it, we were second most added record in the country at Urban Radio, all independent. And pretty much I know the game, man. I got the right team. I got the best team in the game. I travel with my team, and we make it happen, man. I mean, like I tell everybody, I'm independent, but I move like a major. I ain't got time to be looking like a has-been. I'm looking like a boss at all times.
For real, for real.
Facts.
Yo, so that you say that you independent, being experienced with, major labels and dealing with that in the independent, like I know from experience because I'm in the music industry, like
Sure.
it's a lot more work, but the payout is also a lot more. So like at the end of the day, like it's harder to get the exposure that you get when you got a major label. What do you prefer at the end of the day?
It all depends on what you have going on. Like me right now, like I got like 5 businesses that's really generating like nice amount of money.
Oh,
couple
good for you, man.
Couple $1 million a business, and for me, it's really about just time. Like, do I have time for it? Right now, I have time for it, so I'm investing my time into it. But it might come to the point where I might just be like, you know what? I'm gonna just let somebody else take over, and I'm gonna take a back seat and just make sure they cutting that right check for me to do that. Because at the end of the day, something could go viral and then bomb. Like I'm eating $1 million off of one single, and you can literally put 6 singles out in 1 year or one every 2 months and really just kill a game. Something gonna go viral as long as you got the right marketing team behind it and the right brains to really put something together that's gonna be quality for the people. And I know what I'm doing. I got the right team. I got the right production. Like I got the best everything because I know how to do it. I already been there, done that, and I have the money to put behind myself. So I don't need nobody to put no money on me. I put my own money up. Right. You know, I just did my deal with Empire for my distribution because I felt like they could come to the table and, you know, bring added value to the table. So, you know, I got a better deal than Master P with that. And, you know, ain't nobody better than my mentor. So that's what it's about.
Let me ask you, because you've been in the game and I'm gonna say this because I haven't said this. You don't get to say that with a lot of artists. You've been in the game for a long time. Like 16, like what you guys first game?
2005.
Yeah, 2005. It's been a long minute.
For those of us who can't count, like Cam.
I'm a little underneath the weather. Fuck off, T.
I mean, honestly, we've been in the game around the time he said it, you know, just to really back him up.
Thank you.
But
thank you.
We popped off 2005. All right, so I guess you can count both of y'all right.
See? Can't we just get along? All right, but so since you've been in the game for so long, how does it feel to see the game change? To go from you have to be somebody, you have to get this deal, you have to get signed by somebody major. Now all of a sudden, you don't have to do that. You can go and be your own
boss.
Yeah, you can be your own boss. How does that feel going from the record label to being your own boss now?
I mean, for me, like, I can't really say how everybody else feel, but me, I was really just gonna do me regardless. No matter even if it was a situation when you have to be on a label. Like, one thing I learned is people gonna believe in you when you believe in yourself.
Yeah.
So the only way to make the people believe is to invest in yourself. So at the end of the day, like I even had people on my team go to the record label and, you know, approaching with my single and they still say they passed. So at the end of the day, that's funny to me because I didn't even tell them to do that because I wasn't going to sign a deal even if it came with $5 million because it's petty to me. So at the end of the day, I'm going to really show them how to make some bread. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, my single #2 most added record, and in 2 weeks it was already on the charts at top 40. So what's that? So at the end of the day, like I don't really need no major. I got every tool they got. And I got better tools, and if I don't like the tool that I'm using, they fire. And that's just what it is to me.
Business.
It's business.
Hey.
But so
I can't wait to fire some people in this room.
You don't shut the fuck up.
Donald Trump style.
Y'all funny.
But no, honestly, I think they've covered pretty much everything possible. So that leaves my little itty bitty questions over here in the corner. But no, what other industries are you tapping into besides music, or is music just your focus right now?
Nah, actually, music is just a hobby. Honestly, it's not even nothing serious.
You know, just
That's fucking.
You know what
dope.
I'm saying?
I'm
so good at it. It's a fucking hobby.
When I feel like it.
Yeah.
Y'all funny, but nah, seriously. But my main focus right now is my ad tech company that I basically help celebrities grow their social media and bring them advertisers. They got to have a minimum of 1 million followers to qualify. And pretty much I make everybody money from their social media. I felt like that was a problem in the industry. So every successful business solves a problem. And I felt like once I solved that problem, then you have a multi-million-dollar business. Right. So basically what I did was, I was already doing it for myself for like 8 years. And I decided a couple of years ago to start doing it for more artists because I called some of my friends up and asked them, was they making money out of their social media? And everybody said no. So I said, you know what? I'm going to start doing it for everybody else. So I did a beta test on Pretty Ricky. And I did it for a year and figured out a bulletproof system that's going to work, that's not going to break. And then I took on my first client, which was Jay Holiday. And then just to name a few of my clients, I got Keisha Cole, I got Trina, Ray J, Kevin Gates. I got Bone Thugs, Twister. I got everybody. Bro.
All right, we get it. You just name dropping this. We just showing off right now.
Oh, my bad. But I got over 100 clients, man. I could literally be here all day just naming my clients. But yeah, I make everybody at least like 15 or 20,000 on the average. I got some guys make 100,000 a month just off their Facebook account.
Damn.
So
you trying to hook me up or no?
I mean, you got 1 million followers? I was gonna ask until you said 1 million. You saw like I choked on my Gatorade a little bit. I was gonna say, yo, fam, let me get on there. He said, you gotta have 1 million followers. Okay,
right.
Never mind.
Right, like, okay, I'll see you next year then.
Nah, that's not even that.
On the real though, No, on the real, I was gonna touch on this too. Like that's super. Like I super respect the fact that you branched out. Like being so young when you came into the game. Like I don't think it's really stressed enough to like artists that, yo, you're not gonna be here forever, and if you're not smart with your money, you're not gonna have chicken in 10 years. You're not gonna have no money in 10 years. So like, how important and vital do you think it is to like, cats do like what you do, what 50 did? You had the vitamin water, the books, the video, getting the movie. Like, how important is that as an artist to branch out and really explore other things to generate revenue?
It's definitely important. If you look at all the successful people that's in the music business, everybody have multiple streams of income, and they're taking advantage of their brand, and they're taking it to the next level, and they're using this as a stepping stool to actually promote different products that they have. So if you look at everybody who's on the top of the chain, like you got Jay-Z, you got Dr. Dre, you have Diddy, you have Master P. All these guys have multiple things that they're promoting. If you go all the way to the fifth person, it doubles in worth because of what the top 4 people have.
Yep.
They have more than just music. Baby is the only person that really just solely was just in the music and just killed it. And I still don't understand why he didn't branch out and do more things, because at the end of the day, music only gonna take you so far.
Right.
You got to get into a product or a brand that's gonna take everything to the next level, and you already have all this real estate, these different artists that can promote your actual things that you have. Is only, is a win-win. Like, look at Ross. I feel like Ross is going to be there soon because he gets it. He's invested in Wingstop. He has the Bel Air. He has his own Maybach music. But as you see, ain't nobody else get signed to Maybach music because that's not where majority of the money at. So that's where he's not putting the main focus of his time in. He's putting it in everything else because he's just using that as a stepping stool.
But see, here's the thing about it, because like everyone's pretty much said, as a young artist, you were being, I don't want to say used, but you were kind of a tool to create an image or create something that was greater. Now you, as a human being, had to take the time to realize that yourself, because I'm quite sure there was nobody around you, or the very few people that said, hey, listen, 10 years from now, I know you're young right now, you're enjoying this life, you got the girls, you got the money, you got the lifestyle, but this ain't gonna always be here. And if there was, then you should be forever grateful to that person. But 9 times out of 10, for an everyday person, there's not gonna be somebody there that's like, hey, this is a market that you can tap into, or this is an opportunity for you to take advantage of something to put yourself in a better position. That's something you would have to realize yourself and start building on yourself.
This is why I disagree, because you can literally see it for yourself. You can see who's winning. What are they doing? I mean, I'm a strong person. If it works for them, it'll work for me. Like, I don't have to recreate the wheel.
Right.
Like, all right, look at Diddy. All right, what do he got? Diddy got Ciroc. Diddy got Bad Boys. So what I'm going to do? I'm going to go get me a beverage product. I mean, it working for him, it'll work for me.
Right.
I go get me a record label and put out some artists and then go to everywhere and promote my product. Like, it's right there in your face. You don't even really have to do no thinking. And then if you look at everybody's doing the same thing as winning. So all you got to do is really just open your eyes. It's right in front of you. So I like to tell a story because I've always been an entrepreneur. And I really pay attention to everything that goes on in the world when it comes to business and money. I was literally in 6th grade selling candy. And I felt like when I sell candy, I take $40 a bag of candy, and I'm a small guy. Like, I can't, there's only so much candy I can carry. So by the time I got into the 3rd period of the actual class, like literally it was like gone. I had no more candy. So they was all coming at me 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th period, like, yo, what's up, Spec, with the candy? I was like, bro, I'm sold out. Like, I'm out. Like, what you want me to do? So I try to be creative and try to bring like, look, nah, it ain't work. So I say, you know what? I need to fix this problem. Like, it's a demand and I need to fix it. So I start recruiting people. And I say, look, you want to sell candy? You want to sell? I'm going to pay you for it. So I didn't even know as a kid I had different, like I had a whole business structure already. So I say, listen, I pay you $20 if you sell these bags of candy. You in class anyway. You doing a whole 6th period. All you got to do is carry this. They going to know you got it and you're going to sell it to them when they ask for it. So I basically had 8 workers, and I gave everybody $25 bags of candy. And I basically said, listen, if you sell out these bags 3 times in 1 week, I'm going to give you an extra $5.
Woo.
So I had an incentive
Business
system already. I'm 11
That's
years
a
old.
jit,
now.
man.
I was
That's
11
crazy.
years
I
old.
see why
Are
he
we
doesn't.
talking about candy?
I'm gonna say I see why
Candy,
he doesn't want me to talk
No,
about
it
his
was-
drug business. 'Cause
Yeah,
he's
it was
probably-
candy. So,
Okay.
So it was, and then once I did that, I had a whole incentive. So I had everybody on payroll. I didn't even realize it. I had incentive already. I didn't realize it. I seen a problem and I solved it. Everybody wanted candy, and I've solved the problem. And I was making $1,500 a week as an 11-year-old.
Do we need to chill on this part? Because this sounds like tax evasion to me.
Nah.
My man's like, yo, I had employees. I was
Hey,
clearing.
they
I was
better come
clearing
get me.
tax brackets.
They better come get me.
He's
I know
not
it's
in Tampa for
Hey,
anyone listening.
Hey, it's definitely a time frame on that, right? No.
I don't think so,
Not
fam.
at all. All right.
Government
There's
wants
a-
their
no,
money
there-
once they
you
want
know,
their money.
There is a
Prove
step.
it.
There is
They
it.
pulling up right
Government
now.
wants that
Ooh.
money when they wants that money, fam. I mean,
Prove it.
so we're going to swing it over to the grilled up genius. Farnham in the building.
Facts. We ain't here. Yo, real quick, I got one quick question, bro. I think my favorite record from Pretty Ricky is Grill 'Em.
Oh, yeah.
That's my favorite. Yeah, bro. I was a jit growing up. That was my shit, bro. But
Grill
like,
'Em.
what is your favorite record, like, off top from all the projects? Your
Pretty
personal.
Ricky?
Yeah.
Juicy.
Word.
Ooh.
That shit is fire.
Mhm.
Shit is
It sure
fire.
was.
It got that best tempo. Like you can really just like ramshack something to. It's like, yeah, you can go slow, whatever tempo you ready for, it goes down.
You could
So-
switch it up.
Should I save
Yeah.
this for a rainy day?
Look, see,
She is fucking
Really
up
a
the mics
break
in
and
here.
shit.
Oh my God,
it's
T.
right there.
Oh my God. Let's talk about bloopers. All
For
right.
real.
So
That
I'm
shit
gonna
is
save
staying in there, by the
I'ma
way. We
save this-
keeping that. We
I'm-
keeping that.
We keeping that. So I'm gonna save this for a rainy day, and I'm just gonna go back and play some old school Ricky, Pretty Ricky. I'm just gonna play your verse though, only your verse,
Let's do it.
because that seems you the sex god. I'm not gonna waste my time with anybody else. All right, so we're gonna send it to the grilled up genius Farnham himself. This is it's time for player pass.
It's player. Basically, we just giving the fans a little bit of a insight on what you prefer, like what
Sound
you
like
like
a
to
setup,
listen
but
to.
go
and
ahead.
shit. No. It's just
No,
straight
no.
up shit. I
You know
swear to
you
God.
got
it. It is.
I swear to God. Nah, for real. So you just, you know what I'm saying? If
Let's do
if you had the album in your car by the artist, would you throw it in or you chuck it out the window? We just started off like this: Lady Gaga,
Say player pass.
player pass,
Yeah, I don't listen to Lady Gaga.
pass. Janet Jackson.
I don't listen to Janet Jackson.
Whoa, what?
Damn, this is his.
Hold on,
This ain't got nothing to do
let
with
me
you.
get Shine on,
All right,
man.
I'm gonna turn on my mic.
Damn. Whitney Houston,
I don't listen to Whitney Houston.
Beyonce,
I don't listen to Beyonce.
The Roots,
I don't listen to The Roots.
Nas,
I don't listen to Nas.
Ray Charles,
I don't listen to Ray
Stevie
Charles.
Wonder,
Him either.
Prince.
That's
Boy,
dangerous.
if you don't say
That's
play,
dangerous.
Listen.
That's dangerous.
That's my boy right there.
Hey.
No comment.
What?
Marvin Gaye
Player pass.
in the bedroom.
He got some bangers, but that ain't my.
That ain't your for.
Yeah,
I
that
feel you.
ain't-
That ain't your function.
He
All
got
right.
some bangers though.
All right. R. Kelly.
Where'd y'all get this guy?
That's definitely all me.
Or Drake.
Drake.
Mm-hmm.
Drake got some bangers.
Tyrese.
Tyrese got some.
Kevin McCall.
Mm,
Ooh.
You don't know them?
Nah,
Nah. Chris Brown.
definitely Chris.
Nora Jones.
I don't know what that is.
K. Michelle.
I don't listen to K.
Kevin Gates.
That's my dog. No comment.
Oh,
That's a
So
pass.
picky,
I'll
dog.
take it
Yo,
as a
I'm gonna be
pass.
honest
He
with
is
you.
very picky.
What this
man?
boils
Who's your
down-
favorite
what is-
artist?
what- I'm gonna answer.
Spectacular.
I'm gonna say that's what it boils down to. That's what it boils down to. That he sounds like he just listens to
Listen,
himself.
I'm gonna keep
And
it
that's
real.
gangster.
I'm gonna keep it real with you. I really don't have time to listen to no music.
Nah, I feel
'Cause
Like
he a
even
businessman.
on my spare time, I listen to audiobooks.
Okay.
Ooh.
What kind of books you listening to?
I love self-help books. I love like books on just being better, like marketing, just in financial books. You know, real estate. I'm getting into real estate.
Like
Work
Rich
with
Dad,
that.
Poor Dad.
Rich
type
Dad,
books.
Poor Dad.
Facts,
You know,
facts.
50
Look
Year
at you
Laws of
throwing out that
Power.
one book that you know.
No, I know all of them. Think and Grow Rich. Those my shits.
I
Oh,
bet
books
you-
like that.
I bet you she doesn't know
She said
where
you
her
got
library
two. You
card
got
is
two.
I don't got a library card, bitch. We buy it off of Barnes and Nobles.
at. Ooh. Okay.
Mhm.
All right, so on the real, like three artists, like give me three artists that you like to listen to.
I can answer that for you. Spectacular, spectacular, spectacular.
And it's just
Nah.
juicy on repeat the whole
Yeah.
time.
Nah, but seriously though, it's some good artists out right now. Drake is definitely killing it. Rihanna get it popping. I
Yes.
seen that for
Word.
myself.
Mm.
Yeah,
You would bag her? You would bag Rihanna?
Rihanna.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't?
She's a freak.
Right.
I heard some stories by Riri.
What?
She on that,
That's not a yes, no,
and
or
she'll
no.
outsmoke you.
That's not a
Right.
yes or a no.
Huh?
Would you back her? Yes,
If
yes
given
or
the,
no?
have to. That's
if
yes
given
or
the
no.
opportunity, could
You have
Rihanna
to.
sit on your face?
Whoa. That escalated quickly.
Very quickly.
What type of question is that?
It's a yes or a no question.
Yeah, I could really answer that. I don't have to answer that.
Right. We all know the answer
She could
is
sit on
yes.
your face. So
Right. That's true.
what
That's
about-
true.
yeah,
She
so-
would
And I'm
let it,
completely
too.
straight.
she's
Yeah,
cool with
I
that.
would really
I
would.
mean,
It's Rihanna. I mean, once in a lifetime.
She can
Yeah,
sit
exactly.
all over
All right,
my
so we got
face.
Drake, Rihanna. Who else we got? Give me one more.
Old school, new school.
We'll do
Doesn't
old school.
matter.
Throw
Whoever.
old school in there.
Old school, R. Kelly.
All right.
all right.
He the king.
No Temptations. Frankie Beverly and Maze.
That's clear. He just said that, ain't
I'm
him?
just saying.
That's just too like.
Just burn this fucking list, man. Get this shit out of here. Who made this list?
Yeah. Nah, Jodeci is dope too.
Jodeci,
Yes.
Okay.
112,
Jodeci is
word.
dope.
So you were just a kid growing up listening to love songs.
Nah,
Freak
actually, it was a
songs.
transition. Like when I was all the way to ninth grade, like I was like a cold gangster. Like, you know, and then when I started
Throwing
this whole
quote
like,
unquote candy bars.
yeah, them dope candy bars. man. I was 11 years old, making 6 racks a month.
You know,
Oof.
brownies and things.
I bought my first car at 14. No license, no insurance.
That's some
Damn.
50 Cent. Get rich or die trying shit. Man.
Right.
Yeah.
Very true.
All right.
And now it's Cam's favorite time of the show.
It's everybody's favorite time of the show where we talk about what just generally rubs us the wrong way, pisses us off. We just
Pause.
want to bring to the light. It's get off my chest time. So we're going to let the guests go first. You have anything that you want to get off your chest? Anything that you seen that is just absolutely that's pissed you off?
Nothing really pisses me off, bro.
Anything that
Something
you want to bring
don't
to the light?
You don't like
Something
something. You
frustrating
Any
in
old
business.
Any old school beefs? You want to say fuck B2K? Anything along those lines? Be
Yo.
clear.
I really don't have no pressure with nobody. That's what I'm saying. Like nothing really bothers me. Like you ask my whole team in here, like nobody bothers me.
He's not affected by
Yeah.
shit.
Nothing. If you're not putting no money in my pocket or nothing like that, like I don't.
Facts.
It really don't. If you ain't talking money, I don't really care what you talking about.
The women that try to come at you and tell you not to use a condom.
Oof.
Well,
Those
them
are
type of
setups.
females just gotta leave because if you asking me that, how many other dudes you
Have
asking
you done
For
that too?
real.
Right. And I think it was recently a major rapper that just came out and said that he was
Allegedly. I'm still going to allegedly,
HIV
man.
positive. Allegedly. We're not gonna name
Yeah,
drop.
we're not going to name names.
What his name start with?
A letter.
Yo, come on, what the fuck, man? Who?
Google. You got 4G LTE. You good?
Oh, you gonna
So-
make the man work? Ain't y'all supposed to be a team?
We are. Allegedly,
Love-
I
allegedly.
said, allegedly Lil Wayne came out and said that he was
Oh, nah.
positive.
shit.
Allegedly. That's what I'm saying.
No,
I'm not
no.
gonna,
I mean, all right. Never mind.
I
I'm
mean,
gonna
it's not
say-
hard to believe, even if it was
Nah,
true.
fam. Because like that, you know,
Why would
I'm
it, why
still
would it be
not
so hard to
believing-
believe?
I'm gonna be
Let
honest
it
with
go,
you. I'm
Cam.
still
It's
not
true.
beating. I'm not still believing the Lil Wayne Birdman beef. I'm not believing. I'm that's
All right,
just me though.
we should just
So
cut off your
who
mic.
said that? Did Wayne say that?
That's what I'm saying. Like I don't know who said it. I don't know where it came from. T.
I know where it came from, but
Then why don't you tell us?
nope.
It's not his business.
Yeah, that ain't that.
It ain't nobody's
But,
business.
Keep it to the game.
but yeah.
Keep it to the code. A Roxby.
Manny, what makes you mad besides Cam?
That is what makes me mad, considering I got a damn ticket, Cam, on my way. You know what? That's
How
what
much?
I'm
How
gonna
much
talk
was
about.
your speeding ticket?
$206. Mind you, I just paid one on Monday.
Good Lord.
And rushing here
Because Cam
Last-
told you to be here
at a different time,
than
and
yesterday.
then he just 40. I'm a live hour away. He decides to say, "Oh, come here at 6." So I rushed here, got a ticket.
It's all good. Was
know
it
what
worth
I-
it?
You know
it
what I
was
love?
very worth it.
Yeah,
You
it
know what
is.
I
That's
love?
what count.
She's blaming me when she was behind the wheel of the car.
Cam,
I'm
she's
just gonna
closest to you.
I'm
She's
just
about
gonna
to
leave it at-
whop your
Right.
ass.
I'm just
Right.
gonna leave it at that.
He said
Right.
you should have seen the police. You should have had on that Waze app.
You just-
Police ahead.
What?
Woo, girl, Waze? You don't know about Waze?
No.
I'll put you on game after the show.
See,
All right,
no
all
more
right.
tickets for you.
Right.
Girl, they
Because I
tell
don't
me
know about
cops
this.
at-
See, you
yeah.
gotta have white friends too, cause he taught me how to get out of every ticket.
Yo,
So
That's
they
why we
send my
got
money
Farnham in the
back.
room.
yo, put your keys on the roof when they pull you over.
Mhm.
Good.
Okay.
Every time, put your keys on the roof.
That's a sign. You
Yeah.
Illuminati.
Right. Like, what the heck?
Illuminati first lesson.
We not gonna do
I ain't
this.
saying. All right, so I'm gonna do something. All right, what do I want to get off my chest?
Go
Well,
ahead.
I'll incorporate the Lil Wayne shit into it because it was on a satire website, so that shit is not real at all.
Okay.
Something that's on my chest that pissed me off is when people don't do their fucking homework and they open their mouth.
Ooh.
Facts.
Are you
And
taking
I'm not
shots right
saying
now?
I'm not taking shots at nobody.
So-
Yeah, like you taking shots right now?
You seen that on Facebook?
Shit.
No, I'm not taking.
Was
no
it a
shot.
clickbait?
Yeah, it was a clickbait.
It was a click.
It was
She
a
got
clickbait.
caught. Oh my
Nah,
god.
I'm not saying
No, I
that
was
about
looking at the tweet, though.
Firenews.com. It was at firenews.com.
Hustlers with
Yeah,
the Z,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
You know what I'm talking about. You know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Dang,
Yeah, nah,
man.
man. Just like before, if you're going to speak on somebody else's behalf, like just make sure that you got the facts because. Yo, that could fuck somebody's day up,
No,
man. It
it
could
really
fuck
can.
people's careers up, like
True.
on the real. Like,
True.
you say some shit to somebody in the office, you know.
Why
like,
you
what?
staring
grab
directly
their
at me
ass.
the whole
No,
time?
because you said it.
Cool.
But listen, so this is the main thing, and I kind of do agree with what he's saying. Is like this day and age, you can really just make up anything and just kill off anybody because people don't do their homework. They see it more than once. They're like, yo, it's true. Like Jesus coming back tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like long as
Right.
like the certain
I'm ready.
yeah,
Are you?
like you get what I'm saying. So like
Everybody Bible sell out that night.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that's like anybody could just make something up by somebody and it's like over for them. It's
Right.
literally that easy.
Yeah, yeah.
The
And if you get the
internet's
right
crazy.
person to post it, it's game over for
We
you.
Facts.
live in a world where it's guilty till proven innocent now.
Definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. And then once it's on your name, it's like even if you innocent, it's game over for you.
Because it'll always
Yeah,
be
yeah.
tied back to you regardless.
Yeah, like they're
Yeah.
gonna search your name, it's gonna pop up like, yo, game over. Ain't no, nah, bro, I was innocent. Look, yo, I got proven innocent. Nah, bro.
Right, it's right there. We
You
looking at
just
it.
might have did that.
Like where they come up with this
Africa
from?
Bambaataa, that's a perfect example right now. Like nobody knows if that shit's true. The sexual molestation shit.
Yeah.
It could be bullshit,
Yeah.
you know. But his career's ruined. He got
Look
thrown
at-
out the
look-
Zulu Nation.
Look what
like,
happened
it's
to Mike.
done.
Look what happened to Mike. They
Bro.
came out of the man died and say, nah, he ain't do it. Nigga,
Yep.
it's too late. Nigga, you need to get fired on. Like somebody just didn't punch you in your eye.
Facts.
For
I
real.
agree with you wholeheartedly.
Killed
because
that man whole situation, man.
I'm gonna be honest with you, and I'm a conspiracy theorist. I knew Mike didn't like in '93 when the first time they got him and he was acquitted, and then like when the second time when they came after him, it was right after he bought the Beatles catalog.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, yo, they coming after Mike because he got a lot of music and they want that Beatles catalog.
Mhm.
So they was trying to make Mike go bankrupt, or they was trying to evaporate Mike's money
to get it.
just
Yup.
to get it, just so he had to put it up on auction or some shit, so they can get that music away from him. Because white people love the Beatles.
Mm-hmm.
Farnham, you're not white.
Yeah, I don't really fuck with the Beatles.
My man
It's
on the
okay.
corner is not white neither. Like he's looking like he a shooter. Like pan over, get my man right. He's a shooter. Like he's leaning on. That's a shooter right there. But
You know what's fucked up? If he really is, you fucking his spot up right now, bro.
nah, my man hasn't cracked a smile once. I've noticed that shit. That's why I'm sliding back over in this corner. That's why I'm sliding. I've never been so nervous in a room before. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey,
I'm
listen,
not gonna lie.
But Cam, what do you want to get off your chest? Because this is your favorite part of the show.
I actually don't have anything.
You motherfucking lie.
You better after you came at me yesterday about not having nothing.
Uh-oh.
better be
I'm being
prepared.
honest. I'm actually in a good mood.
Mm-hmm. He got it off
Valid.
his chest.
No, he
the
gonna be
other day.
mad because
He was talking about his fiance.
yeah,
how he told him.
yeah, that's
Right.
what I was saying.
She wasn't
That's-
even might get off my chest. You know what I'm
Nah.
saying? Like I'm gonna patch
Kinda,
that up.
sorta.
I'm gonna patch that up. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you
So,
good. You good.
I'm
You right.
good. I'm gonna play that. I'm gonna play that spectacular. We gonna be
Yeah,
good.
we
son.
good. Yeah.
I mean, that was going to be it until I heard this
Put it on
song.
repeat, and then yeah, we good. She gonna get it by the third time. She gonna be like, hold the hell on.
I give you more credit than that. By like the first verse,
Ah,
she won't be losing them clothes. She'll be like, how
Okay.
did this happen? I'm like,
yeah.
yo,
Got
Sex
it.
That's
God, man.
ruefully.
Sex
Don't
God,
get it
baby.
twisted, Cam. That's
Sex
Because she
God.
don't even like you that much.
I'm gonna need y'all to chill.
It's hard to face the facts. It's
See?
okay.
You got anything on your chest?
I hate subliminals.
Uh-oh.
I wasn't
I'm
even
just
talking
kidding.
about
I'm just
you,
kidding.
man.
Sub game strong. All right, so we're gonna send it over
Subtweeting
to the
over.
most indescribable person in the room. I've called you mature. I've called you kooky. I've called you the queen. I don't know what the hell to describe you as. We're going to get it over to T. It's time for T's quickfire. All right, the way this works, you have 30 seconds. You got to answer as many questions as possible. She's going to ask you some random shit. Be prepared. When I say go, she's going to fire off. Are you ready?
Go.
Wait a minute, I'm not ready.
Fired.
I am fired. I've been fired. Are you got the timer?
I got the timer right. Everybody is ready.
But
you.
me. Okay.
All right, you ready?
Yes.
Beck, you ready, man?
And do it.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Sweet or salty foods?
Sweet.
Ninjas or pirates?
Ninjas.
Autobots or Decepticons?
Autobot.
Your favorite cartoon?
Mighty Ducks.
Fly or be invisible?
These nuts.
Favorite color?
Blue.
Favorite animal?
Dogs.
Do you suck toes?
Suck.
Age of your first kiss?
These nuts.
Boy.
Girl.
Shorts or pants?
Shorts.
Sneakers or flip flops?
Sneakers.
Can you cook?
Nope.
Have you ever smelled your feet?
Nope.
Celebrity crush?
These nuts.
Do you like
All right,
steak?
time.
Give him that last one. Do you like steak?
Yeah.
My man got 15.
No, he didn't.
Hey,
He didn't even answer some of them correctly.
I was
nuts.
definitely 15.
these nuts is about
It
the
was
answer.
definitely
That is
But what was the
He-
record, though?
Yes,
19.
no, and
19.
these nuts.
But she was kind of slow in them questions.
No, you
though.
were just not answering the
You was kind of
questions.
slow.
Throw him out of the second floor. Don't even walk down the steps.
Hey, listen, I could fly, baby.
Oh,
Ooh.
yeah, that's right.
Ooh.
He said he could, or he rather.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So tell them where they can find you. Give them all the socials, brother.
Hey, man. First off, I forgot to talk about a couple things I got
Oh,
going
go for it.
on.
let's roll.
I got my website called Runway in Paris. Got all the fly jerseys, man. We doing all the throwbacks from Will Smith when he played in the basketball game on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, the above the rim jersey when they played in the tournament. I got the Southern Homes jersey. I got the Kobe Bryant High School jersey. I got all the fly jerseys that's like was in movies and TV shows that just exclusive. So y'all can get it on runwayinparis.com.
Now let me ask you: do you have the Mighty Ducks green Jesse Hall?
We gonna make it happen.
I need that.
We got the Space Jam Michael Jordan jersey.
That's
Okay.
the one I want.
That's
Yeah.
all
I
right.
need the
That's
I need
fucking
the
hard.
That's the
Jesse
one I
Hall
want.
Mighty Ducks so I can wear it, walk around and call people cake eaters.
I got you.
Just be like cake eater.
We gonna make it happen.
There you go.
So
It's the plug right there.
we got that. We releasing the Michael Jordan 45 jersey.
Okay.
We releasing I did the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air jersey, the Carlton Banks, the Roller Smith, and then last but not least, I got my book called Spectacular Love: How to Make Good Love Last.
Ooh.
And it's basically about my relationship, being in a relationship for 8 years, and how we basically made things work for me being around the world, and really seeing how everybody treat each other. In an average relationship these days lasts 6 months to a year. Nobody really can make it over that much time. So I just want to really just give everybody the way I made mine's work to over 8 years and still going and pretty much making it happen. So I talk about everything from sex to communication to everything. It's definitely a book to read, and everybody who I really let listen to, I let 10 people listen to it from each different age group, from all the way from 50 to some 30-year-olds to 20-year-olds to 18-year-olds. I basically hit every demographic and a wide demographic, and basically asked them how you feel about the book, and everybody came back with the same exact answer, like, yo, I learned from this book. It was amazing. I give it to single people, married people. Everybody loved the book, so it's guaranteed to be a bestseller. It's going up for pre-order in September.
Where can they find that?
I'm gonna put it on my website, iamspectacular.net
Okay.
or iamspectacular.co. But I'm gonna actually be posting it on my social media too. So everything is I'm Spectacular from my Instagram, my Twitter, and my Facebook. So facebook.com/IamSpectacular, Instagram.com/IamSpectacular, and Twitter.com/IamSpectacular. The only thing not I Am Spectacular is my Snapchat, which is I Am Spectac, because somebody stole my goddamn
Damn.
name. If y'all message this fool and he's hit you back, say Spec trying to see you.
Oof.
That's his
Get
get
it
off his chest. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
I'm
But
just
real
joking.
quick, before we finish up, just because
Hey,
you.
my Snapchat be popping too, so if you ain't follow me, you need to follow me.
Oh man, see,
You do
now
booty
now
pictures
you-
on Snapchat?
He took my
I do not.
line.
I
I'm
do
trying
not.
to see what that
Took
look like
my
under that long shirt.
I do not. But real quick, before we
Yes,
wrap
Lord.
up the show,
Hallelujah. What it look like?
Church preach.
What color your
as an
panties?
artist and as an artist
Lace or silk?
and a father, please tell everyone how important it is to be a part of your child's life, no matter how busy you are.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's really my strongest. My hardest obstacle, because I'm going so much. So I got to be on FaceTime a lot, and I really got to try to make as much time for my son as possible. But it's definitely, the most important thing for your child is to really be in their life and, just having them special moments with them and support them with everything that they got going on. And creating that bond, because of course the child could be either a parent, but it really takes you being in that child life to really grow and bond with them, because in the long run, it's gonna work out at the end where y'all gonna be that team that y'all should be.
All right.
There you go.
All right, T. Where can they find you?
Snapchat and newly to Twitter at TRussellENT. So that's TRUSSELLENT. And also on Snapchat at TRussell with 3 S's and 3 L's. That's it. Farna?
You already know, man. Same shit, different day. Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, Farnham Grind Time, all one word. And the Twitter is at The Real Farnham.
All right, Minnie.
Well, Instagram is Minnie Tells It All. My Twitter is Minnie Tells It, and Snapchat is Kiss My Dimples 16. But since Spectacular said that his shit be fire, and that's my line.
He did. He took your moment.
I know.
Get off
I'm
your
so
chest.
sad.
Hey, that's a lot coming off of that chest.
Anyway, Cam.
All right, you can find me Instagram, Twitter, Cam That Dude, Snapchat, King Cam That Dude. Spectacular, my man. Thank you for coming
So
through.
much.
It is definitely
Yes.
an honor. We appreciate you for coming through. You are a legend in the game.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so
Appreciate
very
it.
much for
Facts.
coming by. We're looking forward to the next project. We out.
Freestyle time.
Peace.